And we are live, guys. We are live and we are 10 minutes from kickoff. It is Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Welcome back, people, to the channel. It is Chosen Wisdom Football, a channel for all the Man United fans, the football fans who like to think about things. Big up everybody. Big up everybody who's tuning in, dropping in, sliding by for a few minutes, or maybe you'll be joining me for the whole match. Big up everybody. The team news, of course, is already out because we are 10 minutes from kickoff, and that is your starting lineup, people. What are we saying? What are we thinking? We clearly, there's a change in the starting lineup, and that change, I thought we should make this change, to be honest. When I was watching the game, I thought to myself, do you know what? We need attacking players at wing back. I'm tired of saying this. I've said this so many times. It is boring. I've said it. Our wing backs need to be attack minded for this system to work effectively. The wing backs need to attack. They need to know what to do with the ball in the attacking areas. And the likes of Dorgu, even, and Dallo, even Mazraoui, in my opinion, they are not it. They are not wing backs, not in this system, not the way I believe the system should be played. So the fact that Ahmad is back at wing back, I think it will benefit us today. I hope it does. I really hope it does, because he's really good there, and he's the best that we have there. I mean, the manager came out in the press conference the other day and he said ideally he'd want another Ahmad on the other side who's right-footed. So we love Ahmad. We understand how good Ahmad is, especially in the system. He's one of the most vital components of the team, of the system. So once again, that's why I'm surprised to hear even an inkling, even a rumor of anybody wanting Ahmad to be sold. I think, for me, is absolutely insane. So big up everybody. The Crystal Palace team is probably what you'd expect. The likes of Adam Wharton start. Gahey. I think Mateta starts as well. Let me get this Crystal Palace team up. Yep, so we got Mateta, we got Sarr and Pino. I mean, they play the same system. So this is also an opportunity to have a look at Glasner's system. They play the same formation, the same system, technically, but implemented a different way. Or you could argue the same formation, but different system, i.e. a different way of playing. Depends on your terminology. But this is our chance to have a look at Glasner. Like I said, same formation, similar ideas to Amorim, but implemented in a different way. So let's take a look at how Crystal Palace play. To be fair, there's a stat out there, people, that says that Crystal Palace haven't won a game at home after a European match. So based on that stat, people, we're in a shout. Before the game started, I said 2-0 Crystal Palace. Based on the game, based on last game, based on how we played, based on how we have been playing, I said 2-0 Crystal Palace. That's what I said. However, I'm not going to lie, guys. We play well on transition. Or should I say, we play better on transition. A lot of our goals that we score are on the transition. So if Crystal Palace are playing at home, I might expect them to try to monopolize the ball. And if they try to do that, I think they play to our game, which is counter-attacking football. That's where we're good. When we monopolize possession, and the stat is there, guys, we know this. When we have most of the ball and we monopolize possession and the team that we're facing sits in their low block, we don't score goals. We don't break teams down that way. Our manager hasn't coached us how to play against low blocks. We don't have any patterns of play. We don't have triangles on each side of the wings and then overlapping wing backs across the ball. We don't do little patterns like that. So we find it very difficult to break down low blocks. So, you know, if Crystal Palace at home monopolize possession. That plays into our advantage, I think. But I don't know, guys. We don't know. I mean, Crystal Palace could just give us the ball and say, "Go on, Man United, break us down, break us down." So we don't know. We don't know. As usual, guys, the first five sort of 10 minutes usually sets the pace of the game. We kind of get an idea of what kind of game we're gonna have. And as Man United fans, we just hope we win. I just hope we win. That's it. I've got no expectations, guys. I just hope that we can get the dub. So big up everybody. The teams are waiting in the tunnel, about to arrive. My food is about to arrive as well. I can't wait because I am hungry. To big up everybody. Early hours, not really early hours in the morning. 12 o'clock kickoff. So yeah, here in the UK. Let me know where you're watching it from, people. Let me know where you're watching it from. Let me know your expectation of the game. There we go. Is that our away? Is that our goalkeeper's away jersey? Is it always been yellow? Hmm. Wow, the sun almost blocked out the whole screen. The sun is beaming, guys. Flipping heck. Yeah, it looks like a decent day, people. It looks like a decent day. Look at Crystal Palace Stadium. Look at that road that I drive down. Selhurst Park. We need more aggression as well, people. In the last game, we were so passive. So passive. I don't know what happened. There was no intensity. We just let Everton just play their game. And in the last game, I'm not gonna lie, I think the last game broke so many people. A lot of people who were, you know, not sure whether they like the manager or not. I think the last game pushed a lot of people over the edge. I'm not gonna lie, people. Allowing Everton to come to Old Trafford, and Everton didn't even look like they didn't break a sweat. We didn't really put them under any considerable pressure. 10 men, and they came to Old Trafford and they beat us with 10 men. I think for me, yeah, this manager is going to have to do a lot now to change my opinion. My opinion can still be changed. At the end of the day, we're in a situation where he shouldn't be here. He should have been fired based on what other managers in the past have been fired over, right? He should have gone. So we're in a sort of unprecedented situation where under every single metric in the world, yeah, this manager should have been fired. Let's just all, whether we are Amorim in or Amorim out, we could all admit, yeah, that he's done worse. Yeah, he's the worst manager that we have had ever. Ever. By a long distance. He's broken every negative record that there could be broken, right? But we still have him. We still have him. And also the rhetoric around Jaxie is so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. This is his second start all season, and the way they're talking about him is like he's been playing all season but missing open goals. This is insane. Cunha has scored one goal. He starts every game almost, and people don't talk about Cunha like this. It's like, it's okay. Luke Shaw was rubbish last game. Absolutely appalling last game, yet there's no one talking about how bad he was. Leniura wasn't good, but yet no one's talking about it. But all I'm hearing is Xerxes. It's insane. Absolutely insane. The bias on black people at this football club is disgusting. It's disgusting. Xerxes against Everton did not play any worse, yeah, than I've seen Sesko play against Everton. Sorry, guys, my camera is gone. But hopefully you guys can still hear me. I think it's back now. He didn't play any worse than Sesko. I've seen Sesko do the exact same thing. Just touch the ball, bring others into play, not score goals. Sesko's had about 9 matches and scored 2 goals. 2 goals. And I know if Xerxes had 9 matches, he would have probably scored 2 goals too. But he's only had 1. The rhetoric around Xerxes always so bad. It's so wrong. The agendas is crazy. And for me, it's so clear to see. It's so clear to see that other players are not held to the same standard. Mason Mount hasn't been good. No one talks about Mason Mount the way they talk about Xerxes. It's just strange, guys. It is. Anyway, kick off, people. The game has kicked off. Unfortunately, my food isn't here. Big up the chat as well. Big up Dara in the chat already. Oh my God, I'm crashing out if we lose. TK in the chat says he's not going to be around, but he predicts a 4-0 loss. Big up Turkish as well. Glad he's starting Xerxes. What the hell? Wow. Wow, what happened there, guys? That was some flipping. Ooh, Cass. Cass, he should have scored that one. Unlucky. That's bad. And also the expectation on Xerxes is different, bro. He has to score a goal. Bro. What you talk? He doesn't have to score any goals, bro. He's a false 9. He's not there to really score goals, and he never like people need to get into their heads. Yeah, Xerxes, is never gonna score you 20 goals. That's not him. And do you know what? Firmino wasn't that player. And do you know what? Dembele isn't that player. And do you know what? Ruben Diaz isn't that player. False 9s aren't those players, bro. They're not. They're not that. So once you understand what Xerxes is, once you got your expectations right, then for me, it shows you understand football. They talk about Xerxes like they don't understand what kind of player he is, bro. And they're so one-dimensional with the way they talk about football. He has to be an out-and-out 9. He has to no, bro. We've seen false 9s, man. We've all seen false 9s play and drop deep. We know you can play that way in football. In football, you can play that way. The best teams, the PSGs, the Bayern Munichs, yeah, with Harry Kane, the best teams in the world, yeah, even Arsenal with Havertz, all play with a false 9. He drops deep. He doesn't score too many goals. Yeah, maybe Harry Kane will score a few, but the point remains. That's how the best teams play with a Xerxes type footballer. Yeah, and then the goals come from the 2 10s. That is a way of playing. Why can't the flipping people understand that and stop criticizing Xerxes for something that he's never going to be able to do, bro? Some players, yeah, we understand their expectations. Like Kante, we don't expect Kante to dribble past somebody, do a step over. We don't expect him to do these things. We understand what kind of player he is. We all understand what sort of players footballers are, but some footballers, we don't care what kind of footballer they are. Our expectation of them is so unrealistic. And it pisses me off, bro. The way that most people understand football is atrocious. And I'm talking about ex-footballers, especially the English ones who are still stuck in this 4-4-2, cross the ball in, headed the ball, basic football. Wow, Sar looks injured. Sar injured. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, people. The way that my legs feel right now, yeah, man, I feel these little knocks, man. I think Sar looks like he's done. He's indicating that he might have twisted it. That's why you gotta be so footballers, man. Their legs, man. That's why they do their squats, their lunges. They do all of these exercises with their knees. You gotta make sure you're conditioned, bro. Jordan Henderson playing against his ex-club. Let me see what happened here. Oh, Cass. Oh, lucky. Came at you quickly, snatched at it. Look at us now. 5 minutes. You got Luke Shaw on the ball. Look at us playing. Look, Crystal Palace are like, break us down if you can. Yep. So we've got the ball now. Crystal Palace sitting in their shape. Oh, Mason, you got to give it back to Shaw, bro. This is what I'm saying. I don't understand why we ignore each other so much on the pitch when we make like third man runs. What was wrong with giving it back to Shaw? Yeah, man. Look how advanced Bruno was. That's the problem with this system. The manager wants to flip in the defenders to be the playmakers, bruv. In our system, the people who have the ball, the players who have the ball the most, yeah, are the three centre backs, and they're the ones who are tasked with fizzing the ball through to players and clipping the ball. And I'm like, bro, these ball playing centre backs that you want, yeah, like you essentially want midfielders at centre back. This system's so weird, bro. So far, we've started a better team. So far we've started a better team, guys. So that's encouragement there. Hmm? Ah, look at Mateta. That was beautiful. Oh, side netting, bro. Come on, man. You got. You seen a shot there, Mateta. But wow, that's a nice piece of skill from Mateta. Look at this. Oh my gosh, that was too easy. It wasn't even. He didn't even use a bit of skill. I thought he did a nice bit of skill. He just turned inside. He just did Delit nicely, bro. That's crazy, Delit. What's Delit doing there, people? What was Delit doing there? I thought Mateta beat Delit with a little piece of. It wasn't really. He just touched it inside. And also, goals. The problem I have here with these commentators, yeah, is that it's all about goals-based analysis. Yeah, results-based analysis. Like if you score a goal, it means you've had a good match. That's it. There's many times Brandon Bubo scored goals, yeah, but it's not really played that well overall. And there'll be times at Zex he plays well but he doesn't score a goal. That's my issue with how football is now seen. Like without a goal and assist, yeah, you haven't had a good game. That's nice. Yeah, we are the better team so far. 9 minutes gone. We seem to be moving the ball with a little bit more confidence than they are. Well done, Cass. Free kick to Manchester United. Foul on Casemiro. 9.5 minutes. Bruno over the ball. About halfway into Crystal Palace's half. It's going to be a long one. Let's see if we can score. This is the set piece league after all, right, guys? Bruno over the free kick. Let's see what we can do here. Delete, then Euro, Zaxi. Finish. Oh, Casemiro got onto the ball. He got his head onto the ball, Casemiro. Should have done better, especially for Cass. Cass is good in the air. Yeah. Oh, Cass. Yeah. Casemiro is usually very, very, very good. Very good when it comes to heading the ball. So that was a bit of disappointment from Cass. Oh, that's good, Mateta. Big up Fimiens. Big up Cuzzy, man. How you doing, man? It must be really, really early where you are, my guy. Early hours in the morning. Big up, man. Let's see if Man United can win a game. Win a game. My birthday weekend. Can we win a game? Come on, United. Man United are pressing well. Not allowing Palace to get out at all. That's good from Mateta. All right. Uh-oh. This is good from Palace. This is good from Palace. Well done, Lenny. Euro. Well done. First time Palace tried to put a ball into the box. Cut out by Lenny Euro at the front post. It's a good build-up. Mateta's starting to get into the game now. He's starting to hold the ball up and find his man. A little after 7. Big up, bro. Yeah, man. Love. Getting older now, guys. I'm almost approaching that 4-0, man. Soon come, bro. Soon. Life happens quickly, bro. It's true when your parents tell you that by the time you blink, by the time... Oh, my gosh. Wow. Straight at the goalkeeper from Adam Wharton. He got hold of that well. He struck that well, Adam Wharton. Oh, my Lord. Either side of the goalkeeper, and that is a goal. He kicked it straight at the goalkeeper. Wow. We got lucky there. We got lucky there. Look at Brian and Bumo. All right, cool. Goalkeeper's ball. All right, 13 minutes gone. Lemens with the ball. Woo, we got Bly there. And Brian and Bumo lost the ball in a very, very... I mean, there was 3 players surrounding him. Flipping heck. There we go. Hmm. There we go. It's a bit of a messy game, to be honest, people, as well so far. Untidy game. Mm-mm. How did Mateta miss that? We got lucky there. Mm-mm. Delit. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. Delit hasn't started well. It's the second mistake Delit's made. The second big mistake Delit's made that's led to Mateta's chance. Mateta. The first mistake is when he allowed Mateta to come inside, and that header from Delit. I don't know what he's on. I don't know what he's thinking. Why is the defenders just standing still? Everyone's just standing still. It's also interesting that Crystal Palace, they're not pressing us. Crystal Palace are like, show me what you got. Show me what you got. Literally. We got a ball from Bruno. Hmm? Brandon Memphis can get booked. Mm. Oh, that's a good flick on flipping it. No? Oh, I thought that's Crystal Palace flick on. All right, corner to Crystal Palace. All right, you got to pick up your man. No laziness. Everyone get a man. Pick him up. Oh, go on, Mbimo. Yeah, man. Uh-oh. A lot of fouls are allowed now in the Premier League. I reckon back in the day, yeah, that day on Ahmad was a foul. Another corner for Palace. Another corner. Palace putting United under a little bit of pressure now, people. These people just want someone to pick on, bruv. One person to blame for everything. As soon as he actually starts playing, one game is his fault that everything's wrong. Bro, that will always piss me off, bro. He played one game. He's played one game and we lost that one game, and everything's his fault now. It's so predictable, bro. That's just the saddest thing about the whole Xerxes hate, yeah, is that it's so predictable. Human beings, yeah. That's why I have this channel. I mean, you can not like Xerxes all you want, yeah. But the Xerxes, the hatred, bro, is weird. It's always weird. It's always like cool. There's no hatred of Mason Mount. There's no hatred of Shaw. There's no hatred. There's no. It's not that. But with Xerxes, it's just always with these sort of players, bro. These usually black players. There's always something else that's there underneath, bro. That's the ball that I've got. Oh, here we go. Well done. There we go. Free kick to Man United, people. Let's see what we can do here. Inside right channel. Crystal Palace is inside right. Our left channel. Is it gonna be in swing off from Bruno? Or no, it's gonna be an out swing off from Brian and Bumo. Not a very good free kick from Brian and Bumo. Is a commentator going to state the fact that that wasn't a very good free kick from Brian and Bumo? Also, pay attention to what the commentators say. The commentators choose when to criticize a player, when not to. Palace on the attack now. Not enough power in a shot. Adam Morton got taken out by Casemiro, boy. Cass said, nah, Adam, what are you doing? The henchman out. Send man to the gulag, bro. Cass wasn't having it. Oh, Oh, good tackle. Finish. Oh, unlucky. Oh, guys, come on. Do you know what? We can win this game, you know. We can actually win this game. Before the game started, I was like, yeah, 2-0. But, I mean, Crystal Palace have created one or two chances, but we've also created one or two half chances too. And this game also could be a draw game as well. Oh, what's Bruno doing? Uh, oh, wow. Well done, Lenny. Wow. Oh, Crystal Palace, another opportunity. I feel like Crystal Palace are getting their opportunities on the break. When they break, they seem to like know what they're doing. Plus, pullbacks, bro. Pullbacks. A lot of the opportunities they're creating is just wing backs banging, bombing forward and putting it back to midfielders. I will say, listen. Yeah, Danny Euro. Well done, Danny Euro. That probably, I thought that was going to be a goal. Hmm? Yeah, these commentators have their agendas. 24. He hasn't played 24 matches, bro, since he last scored. He might have come on. Like they're talking about when they say 24 games. Yeah, they're talking about maybe every time he's made an appearance, which is most of the time. Look, 10 minute substitution, 10 minute cameo. Yeah, he hasn't started 10 games in a row. He hasn't even started 3 games in a row at this football club, bro. He's had no bedding in period at all. As a striker, you need to play games and keep playing games and play at least 10 games in a row. He will never have that, but he'll always be judged, yeah, differently. Listen, I don't mind when people say they're not a fan of how Zexy plays football. I don't mind that take, but don't act like he's not good at football. Don't act like he's not good at this thing, bruv. He is. He actually is. Anyway, like I said, this channel exists because it's not mainstream, and it won't repeat mainstream boring crap. It will challenge stupid takes. I'll never think what the majority think, bro, because I'm not the majority. I'm much more intelligent than the majority. I am. Oh, no, that wasn't good. 29 minutes gone, people. What we saying, man? Early days, but I did think a draw was also a possibility. Ah, Mason Mount, bro. Oh man. Everyone knows I'm actually playing further up the pitch. Everyone knows that your best footballers needs to be nearer to the goal, bro. It's just not common sense. But this manager, to be fair to the manager, that is why he often plays Ahmad in the tens, because he knows he wants to get, like, he probably knows he wants to get Ahmad closer to the goal. But Ahmad, as close to the goal as possible, is his best position. So far, Mateta's having a good game. So far, Mateta's having a good game, and he just won a penalty from Lenny Euro. I literally just said so far, Mateta's having a good game. He's showing Xerxes how to play that role. He's showing us why we. What the hell is this? There's a whole massive. Look at this. Is that supposed to be there? Why is there a massive hole? Penalty to Crystal Palace. Oh, is it? Oh, oh, Lenny. Oh, Lenny. Lenny, why did you do? I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Lenny, that was bad. But at the same time, you know the ones where it's like Lenny was probably anticipating that Mateta is gonna be like, as soon as Mateta turns, he's gonna go. But you know when Mateta turns and he just leaves his leg there, just slowly, he just leaves it. That's what I think happened. Mateta just left his leg. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's a foul. Letter of the law, it's a foul, and it is a penalty. So Crystal Palace having the opportunity to go 1-0 up. Mateta over the penalty, and he scores. He scores. Oh, Lenny. What a mistake from Lenny Euro. We weren't playing that badly, guys. We were not playing that badly. I mean, the balance of play, I think the balance of play is a 0-0 game. I think 0-0 probably suit the game. But but Crystal Palace seems to be more direct and they're more creative in the final third than we are. And it's because of how we're playing. Crystal Palace are sitting in a low block and they're doing a counter-attacking football at home. At home. Crystal Palace are sitting in their low block, guys, at home and trying to play counter-attacking football against United. While we're trying to impose ourselves onto Crystal Palace. Looks like he's got to retake the penalty. Oh, he's got to retake it. Oh, okay, people. Let's see what happens. Double. It's a double touch. He kicks it with his right and he hit his left rather than. It's quite interesting that the repercussions are that you just get to take it again. It's interesting that a professional footballer is taking a penalty and he kicks the ball onto his other foot. Like he must have done this 100,000 times in his career, and he's what's he gonna do now? The same. I reckon we're gonna save this one. All right, Lemens. Come on, Lemens. Look at Crystal Palace fans. He's gonna miss. Oh, it doesn't matter. He scores this time. And that one, this one looks like a toe punt. I ain't gonna lie. That one looked like a nice toe punt, boy. Fimien says your team like to keep their fans on the edge or what, bro? Not even on the edge. They like to keep their fans vexed. Not even on the edge, bruv. This team is not serious, bro. But to be fair, that was an individual error from our flipping defender, Lenny. But at the same time, Mateta has been causing problems, bro. Like I said at the beginning of the match, that like what Delit did was crazy. The way that he just maneuvered past Delit on the left hand flank, and like he's been probing Mateta. He's dropped in that little hole, dragged Delit with him. Delit doesn't really want to be there too much. He's held the ball up. He's proper showing Xerxes this role, boy. What he's showing what a confident striker looks like in a confident team. Look at him. Ivan. Big up Ivan in the chat. Yeah, it's over, lads. I'm gonna do chores. That's more fun at this point. Big up Ivan in the chat, bro. Big up Shivs. What? The all the SARS is SAR injured? SAR must be injured. Because you don't make 37-minute substitutions, bro. What's happened with SAR? Is that injury he picked up that's done him? The injury that he picked up early in the match. So what happens now? Because the issue is Crystal Palace like they're counter-attacking, right? Because the 3-5, whatever, this formation is a counter-attacking formation. It's not a formation, right, to monopolize possession. You only have two midfielders. So you don't have enough people on the pitch that even can keep the ball, right? So you're never ever gonna see this formation. Not the way Alonso plays it, not the way Crystal Palace plays it. You're never really gonna see this formation overly dominate possession, right? Unless, like I said, we're keeping the ball at the back three. The back three, if we have loads of possession, is usually because Luke Shaw, Dillit, and Lenny Euro, or whoever the back three is, are just passing the ball to each other, and they're allowing us. We don't have possession in the middle, in the midfield. It's so crowded, Zaxi. Zaxi just needs a bit of time, bro. Like every time Crystal Palace attack, there's so much space for them. So much space for them, man. Look at these guys, because they're attacking us on the counter. Yeah, at least we've got Mac in shape now. Whew. 39 minutes gone, people. 39 minutes gone. Ivan, what's up? You saying, Ivan? I'm so tired, man. Please erase this club. We ain't scoring 2 goals. Ivan, I hear you though. I hear you. I mean, I said 2-0 Crystal Palace. So at the moment, we are on track. We are on track to fulfilling that result. But let's see, guys. Let's see. All right. Corner to Man United. I don't know, Ivan, man. I don't think the game's over, because Casemiro should have scored that. The chance he had at the beginning, he should have scored. We've had, we've been there, We've been there in the game. That's the thing. Crystal Palace haven't dominated us or anything like that. So we're still in the game, man. We're still in the game. Corner to United. Brandon Boomer over the ball. So big up Ivan though. Ooh. Let's see if we can score this, man. Come on, guys. Oh, give it back to Bruno. Yeah, let's give it back. Oh my lord. Well done, Zaxi. Finish. All right, let's go again. Nice. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Bruno, give it back to Ahmad. Do you know what I don't like, yeah? Whenever Ahmad goes for that give and go on the inside channel, whenever he gives it and he keeps running and he wants the ball back, whether it's Bruno or whether it's Brandon Bumo, yeah, that he lays the ball off to, he never gets it back. And I always feel like that's the easiest goal to, like, let's do the 1-2 with Ahmad. Just do it. Just for once, do the 1-2 with him. Let me see you guys attempt it. Ahmad gets the ball in that inside 10 channel, lays it off, keeps running. Just give it back to him. It's interesting because when Mateta has the ball, yeah, I always feel like Mateta has the ball in so much space. So much space. Because how Crystal Palace play and the fact they're playing on transition. Where when Xerxes gets the ball, I always feel like he's got like 3 players around him all the time. Yeah. And look at the way that they're allowing us to have the ball at the back. Crystal Palace are not pressing us at all, bruv. They don't care about having the ball. They do not care, bruv. They are sure, delete, have the ball at the back, pass the ball to each other, do what you need to do, bruv. You're not penetrating us. That's basically what Crystal Palace is saying. Zaxi just running around, bro. This is that's nice from Zaxi. Cass is so nice to open his body up like that and let the ball roll, bro. What's Mason Mount done? Since I haven't even noticed Mason Mount on the pitch. This is what I'm trying to say about these commentators and you fans, bro. Mason Mount hasn't done anything yet, but I bet the talk of the town is gonna be Xerxes, bro. At halftime. I haven't even noticed Mason Mount on the pitch. Yeah, yeah. Some people are allowed to hide in the pitch, and it's fine. You know, they don't like Mason Mount. All of his experience in the Premier League experience, number 7. He's wearing the number 7. Yeah, we don't even know he's on the pitch, and nobody cares, and no one's gonna talk about it. But half time, everything is gonna be about Xerxes. Well done, sure. All right, all right, Ahmad, go, go, Cass. Well done, Cass. Cass is so important for us, you know. It's crazy. Unlucky guys. All right, Bruno, put the ball in, not the outside of your right. Oh, you got 5 minutes of added time to go before half time. People, 46 minutes on the clock. Got to move the ball quicker. We got to move it quicker, guys. But we can't move it quicker if there's no cohesion. If we don't know where we're gonna be, if everything is off the cuff. The reason why everyone's taking 3 or 4 touches on the ball before they move it is because there are no patterns. Everything is off the cuff. Oh no! And Dilit's falling over as well. Oh wow, well done, Luke Shaw. That was terrible. That should have been 2. How do you not score from that situation, Crystal Palace? 2 against 1. Ah, Delit's not having a good game, people. He just isn't. Oh, Dallo, you should have shot there, bro. Why didn't you shoot with your right? Why didn't you just... You're right-footed, Dallo. Why didn't you just volley it? Oh, just hit it. Oh, flipping heck, guys. There's goals to be scored in this game. Oh, Brandon Bumo. That was so poor. The problem with me, yeah, is that Brandon Bumo, yeah, sometimes his touch is not great. Sometimes his decision making is not great. He scored goals for us, but his overall performances, yeah, haven't been that great. There we go. Ahmad. Ton. Lovely ton. Lovely ton. Lovely ton, you know. Ah, delete. Of course, it was in Ketia. That's why he messed up. What was he doing, bro? Like, how can you have that much space, bro, and still allow Luke? And you can see Luke Shaw coming towards you, bro. You got to make it be quick. No, bro. Nketiah doesn't have that striker's instinct, bro. He's not a killer, bro. Like Xerxes. Xerxes not a killer, bro. He isn't. There we go. Final minute. before the halftime break. Bruno over the free kick near the penalty box, right hand side. Let's go. Oh my lord, bro. That. Oh my lord. Why can't we take? Why can't we? Halftime. There you go. Looking pitiful. Just because I let you go. 1-0 to Crystal Palace, people. I'm not even vexed. I'm not angry. I'm not even upset. I'm not even disappointed. This is what I expected to happen. I predicted 2-0. And we're halfway there. We are halfway there. Halfway there. The game is an interesting game because I think there's a goal in it for us. So while I'm just, emotionless, I'm like, cool. We're losing 1-0. I expect us to lose 2-0. But based on the actual game that we're actually seeing, not prediction, just based on the game, we are not the worst team. Like, Crystal Palace are clearly playing on the break, right? And I did say before the game, I wonder if Crystal Palace are going to play like the away team. I wonder if Crystal Palace are going to allow Manchester United to have the ball, especially at the back, let us pass around and do our boring football, and then hit us on a break. And that's exactly what they've done. It's so easy and it's so predictable, and more teams will keep doing this. As long as we are a team that cannot build up. The goals we score are goals that are scored in transition, goals that are scored when we have open spaces and open spaces to play. Whether it's the Brian Mbeumo goals that he scored, most of the goals we scored, we've won the ball and we've attacked very quickly and we've been very direct. We don't score goals when teams are defending in low blocks. We don't score goals when we have most of the ball and the teams are telling us or asking us, saying, what you got? That's what Crystal Palace are saying. Crystal Palace are allowing us to have the ball at the back and they're saying, what do you have for us? What do you man have? What are you saying? What artillery do you have? Are you coming with a BB toy? Or is it a proper M16 that you got? What you got? What you got? A slingshot? Or is it nuclear? Yeah? What you got? And so far, it's slingshots, bro. They've got their nuclear weapons and we've got slingshots. Like, I know the talk is going to be about Xerxes, but think about it this way. If Sesko was playing right now, would you be talking about Sesko? No. If Sesko was playing right now, and let's say Sesko was having a similar performance, just trying to get into the holes, trying to hold the ball up, trying to do whatever, you guys wouldn't be laying on to Sesko. You wouldn't be. So I just want you guys to keep it 100. You're watching a game, yeah, where no one's really playing amazingly well. We're watching a game, yeah, where Xerxes not playing amazingly well. Bruno's not playing great. Bruno's had so many chances to put the ball into the box and he's hit the first man. Brandon Mbeumo had one or two nice touches, but he's lost the ball a lot. Mason Mount has been non-existent for a lot of the game. Hasn't really been used. Lenny Euro conceded a penalty. De Ligt is sliding and slipping all over the gaff. De Ligt has slipped 3 times now and led to us conceding 3 good chances, all because of De Ligt. The reason why we're losing is because of an individual error as well. So let's, as much as I want to get on the manager, and you know how I feel about the manager, I don't want to say that we're losing because of the manager. I don't feel like we are. I feel like this game, as I said before, on a different day, we could be winning 1-0. If Casemiro scored that goal, that chance that he had right at the beginning, the game would be different. We know goals changes games, right? So I think on balance, if we're looking at the sort of Mateta chance that he had, I think maybe on balance of the chances, you can probably say that Crystal Palace just deserve their lead. Just on a balance of chances. So it is what it is, people. Big up Orhan in the chat. I cannot see United win this match unless Ahmad does some magic. And that is it, Orhan. It's Ahmad and Inshallah. That's what it is. And people, Orhan, that's the thing. Ahmad is our best player. The little Ahmad. Next week, he's going to play him up front in one of the 10s. The week after, he's going to bring him back as wing back. He's our best player. And the closest we get this guy to the goal, to the edge of that box, standing his man down, taking his man on, then the better we will be. But I just think that we need to play 4-3-3, guys. I just feel like play 4-3-3, especially now that we don't have Cunha. Play 4-3-3. Play Ahmad and Mbuma on the wings or something. Change the formation. But it is what it is, guys. We're seeing two managers who play this system. And I feel like Crystal Palace, they know what they're doing more than we do. There's more cohesion in the way Palace play. And you can see that by the fact that every Manchester United player takes about 2 or 3 touches when they have the ball. Right? And one of the reasons why they, Luke Shaw's and everybody takes a touch, then another touch, is because they're trying to decide what to do with the ball, right? You get the ball, you look around, and you see your options. Crystal Palace, a lot of their football is one touch. They already know their options. Mateta already knows that Sarr is running off him. He can see it. He just needs 2 or 3 touches. The cohesion is already been built up with the way Crystal Palace play. They're a lot more fluid than us. And that's all coaching. Where to stand, where to be, where not to be, how to transition, what runs to make. That's all coaching. Every manager wants something different in his system. And I feel like United, and I said it before the season started, a lot of our goals are going to be off the cuff. Goals that you can't repeat from game to game. You know how Man City score a goal, pull back, or Arsenal score corners or free kicks. There's usually a method to a lot of their goals. Like 40% of your goals are scored this way because that's how you play. With United, it's like every goal is just scored differently. There's no, you might think it's a good thing, but when you're playing football, the easiest goals to score are goals that are team goals, right? Not goals where you have to smack the ball in the top corner from 30 yards. Not individual brilliant goals. Goals where you just pass the ball, tap in. When you fail to score team goals, then you rely on your individual brilliance, right? That's why Man City have been so good. Man City score team goals first. But just in case you can't score your team goal, just in case you can't unlock the defense that way, Phil Foden will smack the ball into the top corner. Right? But United, there are no team goals. There's no patterns of play, like I said before. There's no, okay, the striker has the ball here. There's no expectations of any move. There's no time here when you're watching United where you're like, cool, this player has the ball, so I'm expecting an overlap from. There's no pattern. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no rhythm. Everything is just get the ball to Luke Shaw, 2-3 touches. Pass the ball to Dillit, 2-3 touches. Get the ball to Casemiro, 2-3 touches. Pass the ball to Ahmad, take 2 or 3 touches. Get the ball to Xerxes, maybe take 2 touches before he gets intercepted or he concedes possession, and then we lose the ball. So that's an issue, guys. That's an issue. And like I said, the biggest thing tactically to notice, the most obvious thing for me to notice, is the fact that Crystal Palace are allowing us to have the ball. Sure, Delete Euro, they're not pressing us. They're allowing us to have the ball so they can do their counter attack. This 3-4-2-1 system is good for counter-attacking football. With the two men in the midfield, it makes monopolizing possession difficult. And if we do monopolize possession, which we can do in this system, it's usually the three centre backs. They will have about 70% of the possession between them. When I say monopolize possession, I mean the way that Arsenal and the way Man City will pin you back and keep the ball with their midfield. Declan and the midfielders keep moving the ball around. Yes, the defenders are there as well, but they keep the ball, they pin you back. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't probe well. We don't probe well. And like I keep saying, whenever I see Ahmad or other players go for the 1-2, go for the simple 1-2 where you just have to clip the ball over the top to find them. We ignore them. How many 1-2s have I seen that's there and we just ignore the player? Just receive the ball from the player and just don't give it back to them. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But either way, people, it's only 1-0. As much as I'm critiquing the team, and we're losing, so we have to critique the team. It's only 1-0, and I think we can get back into this game. Let's see what the manager does, if he does anything. Ivan, big up Ivan, and all system merchants. We ain't saying we will win the league with 4-3-3. It will just be better than this shit because everyone will be playing in natural positions. There you go, Ivan. It's not even that deep, Ivan. I agree with you. It's just that why don't we start off by playing the players in their natural positions, in the positions that they are best suited to, and therefore get the best out of the players and then the best out of the team. Why are we trying to squeeze all these players into a system that we've never seen really work here in the Premier League? And before you talk about Chelsea did it, I don't regard that as the same. I don't regard that as the same. So I'm with you, Ivan. I am with you fully. We have Bournemouth next, Villa and Newcastle back to back soon. Most of us will look at that and say 3 losses. On what basis can we continue with these coaches then? Ivan, all I'm saying to you, my bro, I'm on your side, bro, fully. You're speaking to the choir, my guy. Like, we are in precedented situation where we've already hit rock bottom. He has done worse here than any other manager. We've already done the worst thing for him to get sacked, and he's still here. So it's very strange. It's like, in the world, yeah, where politics used to be a certain way, and like what Donald Trump is doing, you're like, no, that can't happen. Someone usually gets fired, and we keep doing the worst thing and the worst thing and the worst thing, and we're like, so what are the levels? This manager has surpassed all these things, bro. So as a fan base, we kind of don't know what to do. I feel like we have. You know what I feel like's happened? I feel like we've been kidnapped. I feel like we're hostages because there's nothing we can do. We're being ruled over by a regime and by a man that I don't have faith in, and he's done worse than anyone else, and he should have been fired, but he's still here. And we just have to keep hearing him do 2 or 3 interviews every week. Like, I feel like we're hostages, and there's nothing we can do about it until someone at the top decides to do something. There's nothing we can do about it unless the people in the stadium start booing, stop singing his name, stop singing his song. But that being said, guys, all that moaning, it is only 1-0. It is only 1-0, and we can get back into the game. So I'm still trying to be positive as much as I am critiquing the team. Ivan says, what's TK Turkish? I don't know what it will take for them to get rid of Ruby. We need to know the line. That's the issue. We don't know the line. He's crossed it so many times that we don't know what needs to happen for him to lose his job. He's gone past it. He's gone past what needs to happen for anyone to lose their job now. So we now don't know the line. We don't know the line anymore. They'll sack him when top four is impossible. Basically, bring in a manager in shit circumstances again, not to save the season. Yeah, yeah. There's one thing for sure is that Ineos, very slowly, I'm realizing that Ineos, they seem to be more focused. Yeah, and they talk a better game. And recruitment wise, so I have to give them their props. They also seem to be more focused, more deliberate. But their decision making in other aspects, like keeping the manager and some of the decisions they've made behind the scenes at the football club, have been atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. And of course, the bigger picture is the fact that they're in bed with the Glazers. So that's the bigger picture. We all need to never, ever, ever, ever forget what Ineos are. Ivan says, bro, this system works against teams that attack us, not for creating chances against teams that sit back. We ain't. Yeah, yeah. When you think about teams, yeah, who play this system is often seen as a very negative system, bro. Like, a lot of teams that play this system are not, like, the best teams in the world don't play this system. Not the Real Madrids, not the Barcelonas, not the Man Cities, not the Arsenals. No great team plays this system. This is a counter-attacking system. It's a system you play when, like, let's five at the back. So it's what? When you're defending deep, you sit deep with your five. It's a very defensive system. It's literally five at the back. That's what the system is. Very defensive. Oh, that's nice, Cass. I like that shot. It's a nice strike, Cass. Decent. Ivan, but maybe I gotta accept what we are. That's the thing, Ivan. You always gotta think. You gotta balance it, Ivan. Whenever I hear we gotta accept what we are, I'm always like, you have. What you mean, Ivan, is you have to accept what the manager is saying where we are, because it's always one man and one man's perspective. And I don't believe, yeah. Now that I'm grown up and I'm approaching my 40s, these guys aren't smarter than me. You know, when you back in the day when you're young, when you think that all these people in like all these high places are there because they're much better and they're much, no. A lot of them are just, they're not smarter than me, bro. They're not smarter than you, Ivan. Like, one thing I will say to Ivan is, you know more about the Premier League, yeah, than our manager does. Factually, you do. And I do. We have been watching this league. We know what it takes to win this league more than he does. So we have to sit here and wait for him to figure something out here that we already know. And that is frustrating. So I don't believe in this whole, the manager has lowered the expectations, the manager has lowered everything, and we have to accept it. While Crystal Palace with players that are not good as us, Bournemouth with players that are not as good as us, Sunderland, who are like what, top five now, and all these teams that don't have Brian and Bumo and Cunhas and stuff, all playing better football than us. And I have to accept it because that's where we are. No, that's where the manager's taken us. It's just, we have to be able to, yeah, assess a footballer's ability independently from the system that they're playing in. We have to understand how good our ballers are away from this system. I.e., what were they doing at other clubs before they came here? You know, what have we seen them do? Understand how good they are without the system. Just understand this objectively what kind of ballers they are, because some of the footballers that we have are much better than what we're seeing, bro. They are. We know the system is not getting the best out of Bruno Fernandes. We know that. Or Casemiro. We already know that. Or Ahmad. Or Mbumo. And the list goes on. This rhetoric about Mbumo is a nice rhetoric as well. Mbumo scored goals for us. But can we not pretend, yeah, that he's... Let's not pretend, guys, that Mbumo's been perfect. Like, for 90 minutes, he's had a great 90 minutes performances. He's been shit today. He was shit yet last match as well, Brandon Mbumo. And there's been games where he has not been well. But he scored goals. That's nice from Xerxes. Oh, Ahmad, bro. What was that, Ahmad? What was that? That was poor, bro. What was that? You're not even right-footed. What were you doing? Oh, he tried to cross with his right. Crystal Palace will finish us off second half, says Ivan. I mean, Ivan, based on our second half performances, based on the fact that statistically we lose and we've lost every second half, we've lost every second half of every single game this season. The games that we've won because we've scored goals in the first half. Whether it's Chelsea scoring those 2 goals in the first half before Chelsea scored that goal in the second half, or Liverpool scoring 2 goals in the first half and then Liverpool scoring that 1 goal in the second half. Or is it? No. We drew the second half against Liverpool. But either way, we do not do well in second half of games. So based on that, yeah, you expect Palace to come out and score a second and seal the win. What was that? That's nice. That's what we want to see Xerxes. We want to see Xerxes facing the goal, dropping deep, turning and facing the goal. That's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to do that sort of like football where he's like the lot, like where he stays right at the top, right at the top target man. I don't think he likes that kind of. That's not him. He wants to drop deep and turn with it and play. Oh, yeah, we'll take this. We'll take that free kick. Free kick to United on the edge of our box. Taken quickly. Um, Bro, this fan base has no unity. We are divided when it comes to the owners, the coach, and the players. If we all had standards, we wouldn't have hounded all of them. We would have hounded them all out already. Bro, if we all had standards, if Man United were on job, yeah, if United fans and United were on job, especially all the top Reds and all these guys, the Glazers would have left. They would have pulled out the stadium every game. But you can't stop that stuff, man. Man United are not. We're global company, massive conglomerate. How do you persuade 76,000 fans to all leave the stadium to not come and watch Man United? That's the problem with United. Like, the Glazers know that they don't need the local fans. They can fly flipping 76,000 people from China to come to watch United every week and the stadium will get filled, bro. Like, literally. That's a problem with football. Joshua Zirkzee. Well done, Joshua. Well done. I keep telling you guys, if you guys gave Xerxes the same amount of patience, yeah, that you gave Sesko, if you understand anything to do with football, just understand football, guys. Listen to me and listen to me very carefully. You need a run of games, bro. Everybody knows that. You cannot just come, yeah, into the Premier League and just bang. You need a run of games. Where Sesko has, and especially Xerxes, a footballer like Xerxes, he needs a run of games. What you saw from there from Xerxes, all you people think he can't score goals, he can't shoot. He can. He can. Just be patient with him. He's a good footballer. If you don't think Xerxes a good footballer, then I don't think football's for you as a sport. If you can't see how good he is, whether he fits the system and all these things, that's a different conversation. Whether he's right for the manager's system, that's a different conversation. But in terms of him being a good footballer, bro, come on. Come on. So, 1-0, I did say, guys, as much as I was criticizing the team, I said, listen, there's a goal in this for us. We can score. Palace have been all right, but we've also been okay in some moments. And we scored the equalizer. So, big up. Big up. And that was all. Oh, no. Is that Leniero gone off? Is he injured? Is Leniero gone off because he's injured? Because I'm not going to lie, guys. Lenny hasn't had the best game today. But neither has Delit. Neither has Delit. So, we'll see. And it's so annoying because Xerxes had to score. If Xerxes didn't score today, once again, it was going to be we lost because of Xerxes. Xerxes done his job. He scored a goal. So let's see what happens, right? Anyway, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat, man. Big up the chat. Big up the chat. Let's get behind the team, guys. Let's be a bit more positive because it's 1-0. It's 1-0, guys. So we can win this game. And I don't have agendas. I don't want to lose games just because I don't like the manager. I want to win games. So let's hope we win this game. I think we can. I think we can win this game now. I think we can win this game now. Man, I think this coach is actually inept and he has diverted that ineptitude to the team and made most fans believe it. That's the highlight of Ruben. Ivan, we need just think about it, Ivan. Think about it. If you're the manager of a football team, yeah, and the football team is not doing well, yeah, and your job, yeah, is under scrutiny, what are you going to do? Say that, yes, everything's a system, everything's my fault, I'm not good enough? Or are you going to try to say, listen, I'm doing my thing, but the players are not doing that? Of course, your job as a manager is to preserve yourself. So your job is to make everyone look worse than they are. That's literally your job. To convince the flipping, to lower the expectation of the fan base, which is what he did very well. He first of all came in and spoke about suffering. And he constantly speaks about suffering. This is psychology 101, bro. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. So 1, come into the club, flatten the expectations. Tell everyone that these players are worse than they are. We finished 15th and these are 15th place players. No. Even with the Garnachos and all of these players, they're not 15th place players. But he made you believe that same Garnacho that's going to probably help Chelsea finish second, that Garnacho that you guys don't like, that's playing for Chelsea now, and Chelsea are balling out. All of these players, that Rashford, who's now playing for, oh my gosh, that's now playing for Barcelona. He has to make you believe these players are really bad, right? Because he finished 15th. That's the only, otherwise it's his fault. So it's really, really simple. No manager is going to come out and say it's my fault, even when it is. Oh, unlucky. That almost went in. That almost was an own goal. And the problem with me, Ivan, is that I'm not easily brainwashed. I'm neurodivergent, so I can see patterns. I can see when someone's trying to manipulate me. And the manager is very good with words. He's a very good gaslighter. Very good gaslighter, this manager. And the thing is, I'm not even saying this manager is not going to be successful. I don't know that. He could. The thing is, football is funny. He's been given more chances than anyone else. And because of that, and because of the fact we're in uncharted territory with him, he could turn it around. All it takes for a manager to turn it around is for him to change his ideas a little bit. I just don't think he will. But if he just changes his ideas a little bit, adapt a little bit more to the Premier League, to the demands of the league, understand things a bit more, he could be successful here. That's why when I say I'm like the manager out, I do percentages. I'm like 60% the manager out. And the reason why I'm 60%, which is obviously it means I'm the manager out. But that 40% is me basically saying, do you know what? Nothing is fixed, bro. Nothing is fixed. Like this manager could change system and change tactics tomorrow if he wanted to. And because we're not gonna get rid of him, oh wow. What is that from flipping? What is that? What is that from? Is that Bruno? Or was that delete? Who was that, man? Flipping heck. Big up Shivam in the building. Big up Shivam in the chat. Yes, Ivan. Big up Ivan in the building. Yeah, people. Let's go. Zex. See. Anyway, half an hour to go, people. 1-1. What are you saying? Next goal wins? Are we thinking next goal wins? Or are we saying there's a couple more goals in this game? What are we thinking, people? I feel like maybe next goal wins, you know? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, Mateta, that was poor. We can't score from open play without Cunha and Sesko. I don't know about that, Shivam, to be honest, because Cunha hasn't played in every game, and we've scored from open play without Cunha on the. Cunha's been injured a few games, and we scored in open play. And I don't think Sesko has been that important for us. I mean, I've said it many times. When I watch Sesko play, he's been okay, but Sesko hasn't. I mean, and also I don't like the way we play that sort of like kick and run direct, hoof the ball to Sesko. I hate that sort of like basic go long to Sesko football that we play, bruv. It's a shit way of playing, bruv. I can't stand it, Shivam. I'm not gonna lie. I hate that route one go long to Sesko because it works only sometimes. Against low blocks, it won't work. It won't work. But at the same time, Sesko, I hope he gets better quickly because we need our players. I just feel like it's more to do, Shivam. It's more to do with low blocks. It's more to do. It's not to do with personnel. It's more to do with coaching from the manager and whether we're playing an expansive football or not. When we play, and I keep saying, Shivam, you got lock in now what I'm saying. Really focus with what I'm saying, Shivam. Please. When Man United, yeah, play low block against low block like this, Crystal Palace teams that just sit back, we find it hard to break them down. When you come at us, when we have less of the ball and we are the ones counter attacking you, there we go. Mason Mount, 2-1 Manchester United. What did I say? Get in, Mason Mount. Get in. The sun. Hey, is the sun having an impact on Dean Henderson? Is the sun having an impact on Dean Henderson, guys? Wow, what a shot. Good, that is clever. Listen, apparently, guys, we are now joint scorers from set pieces. Not including headers. Not including penalties. So when we call Arsenal a set piece team, guys, we have to understand that we're also a set piece team. But we'll take it. Listen, there's many ways to play football, right? And set pieces are included in football. Well done, Mason Mount. You've had a quiet game. And that's the thing with Mason Mount. He's had a quiet game. He hasn't really done much today. But he scored his goal. Well done. Well done, guys. Well done. See, Xerxes started to play better now. See the positions that Xerxes picking up. Xerxes doesn't want to be that. Xerxes also want to play football, bro. Yeah, I'm glad the commentator said that. Why? As much as I like Brandon Bemo, Brandon Bemo needs to stop trying to get into Ahmad's way, bro. I don't know, man. Maybe Brandon Bemo should just. Maybe Brandon Bemo should have left a space for Ahmad, man. When then Bemo just ran across over to the right hand side, guys, when Ahmad was there, I don't know if he needed to do that. I felt like he should have just given that whole space to Ahmad and let Ahmad play. I like the way Ahmad and Mbemo link up. I really do. They've improved. But it's not perfect. Nothing's ever perfect, you know? By the way, guys, I actually think, yeah, the right centre back role is Mazraoui's best position. I've said it many times. The likes of Dallo and Mazraoui, who play wing backs for Manchester United, I actually think they might be better suited now tucking in and playing left and right centre back because they're not wing backs. Dallo's not wing back. Mazraoui is not a wing back. And I feel like right centre back is probably the best role for Mazraoui. Yeah, yeah. You're right. This is the first game after the whole, stats in the second half that I spoke about. The fact that we lose or draw the second half of every single game that we have played this season. Touch wood, because the match is not over yet, and Crystal Palace can, of course, still come back. But this is the first second half this season that we are actually winning. We're winning the second half 2-0. We are 2-0 second half performance, guys. Can we hold on? In fact, can we score a third goal? And you listen, like I said, no agendas on this channel. As much as I get at the manager and I get at him, if we come back and win this game, then I'm gonna have to give the manager some credit as well, right? You can't do the whole criticize him when we do well. I mean, when we don't do well, and then when we do well, just not say anything. So if we come back, then we're gonna have to talk about the manager and his performance today. Yeah, big up Ivan. Ivan's haps, boy. Ivan, that's what I'm saying, Ivan. That's football for you, bro. Football can make or break your day. That's it. Look how we're just intensely pushing and pressing. Right. There we go. Oh, unlucky. Ivan, your spirit came back. Money Mace. Bro, Mason Mount. I still can't believe Mason Mount walks around this football club wearing the number 7 shirt, bro. My lord. Sancho got chased out. Well, this guy is just the most. He's never fit. He plays about 7 games a season. Gets paid 250 grand, and he wears a number 7 shirt, and he doesn't get no criticism, nothing. Yeah, I'm supposed to sit here and hate Xerxes and all these other. Nah, bro, come on. Not this. Listen, all other channels can do that crap. United Stand can do that stuff. Not here, bro. We're better than that. Allow Sky Sports to do these things. Yeah, man. Look at Palace. Casemiro. Is Casemiro gonna pick up his customary yellow? Has he been booked already? Come on, Cass. When are you gonna pick up your yellow card, bro? How could you go a whole game without not getting booked, Casemiro? This is weird. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. Palace haven't done much in the second half, you know. Look at the Premier League, man. You got to play so quickly, bro. Like you're closed downs. Look at that. Look at this. Look how we're closing down Palace and we're forcing Palace. Everything's one touch now with Palace. One touch. One touch. We won the ball back though, but we were hounding them down, man. Flipping heck. Yeah, man. We were pressurizing them, forcing them all to do one touch football. Eventually winning the ball back. That was a good press from United. A very good press, guys. Oh, Xerxes. Xerxes confident again. Oh, he's back, guys. What? Down. Down. Why did he go down? Uh I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Even though he didn't touch him, that's a foul, bro. You know when someone puts fouls are very interesting because if someone sticks your leg out, yeah, right, and you're forced to jump over their leg, as in they've used their leg as an obstacle. Their leg has become an obstacle to you. They haven't even touched the ball, but you have to jump over their leg to. That's a foul. It's a foul. That's a foul. And so I remember back in the day, yeah, when they used to say things like, even if you haven't touched a player, yeah, if you stick your leg out and the player has to jump over you, they still gave that as a foul because you're technically obstructing play and you're not even like gone for the ball or anything. That guy hasn't touched the ball and he's obstructing play. He's forced Dallo to kind of skip over him, even though he hasn't touched him. And he would have touched him if he didn't skip over him. I don't know. It is what it is, guys. Ivan, you're funny. Wharton. Oh yeah, what are you guys making of Adam Wharton's performance today? Apparently, he's the guy that we all want to buy, right? He's the guy that's gonna transform. Listen, when I told you guys, yeah, that all of these guys that we're trying to buy, yeah, these Adam Whartons, these believers, they're not. You know when someone's slightly better than what you have, yeah, but not that much better than what you have in order to transform your team. I've said it many times. I'm like, Adam Wharton's good and Bleber's good, but let's not act like Casemiro's rubbish and Bruno's they're crap either. They're better than what we have, but do you believe just adding two players in that midfield is going to transform our midfield? I just don't know. That's all I'm saying. Especially based on the way that we play, because we don't even use our midfield that much. Yeah, man, Xerxes playing much better now. This is the game that Xerxes wants to play. Drop deep, link the. He doesn't want to be up front like that. He wants to get involved in the play. He wants to be in space. Yo, Ivan's in a good mood again. Yo, big up Ivan. Man said Henderson with his daily supplies, he's dumb. And Ivan, you're stupid, Oh man. I said Henderson with his daily supplies. Man's got bare stuff next to the goal. I don't know why. I saw like he had some bottle, couple bottles. Oh no, that's silly. Henderson, man, you could have been at Man United, but you just wanted too much too soon, bro. He should have. Henderson should have bided his time when he was here with Ollie, but he was just talking too much. He's a bit too. Oh, what's this going on? Oh man, Dado. And funny enough, it was Xerxes as well that was in the wall that helped the goal go in. So technically speaking, Xerxes has had a part in both goals in a way. He created that space for Mason Mount to shoot. I'm happy for Xerxes. It's just that he has to score to justify his place in the team all the time. Brian. I was waiting for the goal to. I was waiting for the goal to ripple. I was like, one of you, Brian or Xerxes, one of you get the. One of you, flipping heck. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I kind of wish he fell to Xerxes though. Well done. Yeah, we'll take this free kick. 15 minutes to go, guys. Listen, I did not think we are going to win the game. It'd be very interesting to see what TK thinks. TK thought we are going to lose 4-0. I ain't giving TK any more money to bet. I ain't giving him any more of my money to bet. TK said this was going to be a 4-0 to Crystal Palace. I was like, 4-0 to Crystal Palace is a bit much, bro. I don't remember us losing 4-0 this season. I don't think we're going to lose 4-0 this season, but touch wood. Because I'm pretty sure we lost 3-1 to Man City. Or was it 4-1? I don't know. Water's coming off. That's what I'm saying about these guys. As much as I do want the Whartons, I do want these guys, the kind of money that's touted, 100 million for Adam Wharton, no. No. 100 million for Beleba, no. 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 Like, these players are not worth that kind of money. They're really not, guys. They're really not. Well done, Zaxi. Oh, my lord. Daddy killing. Hmm? Oh. Oh. Well done, United. We're playing so much better now, guys. Look, Xerxes is dropping into that little hole, yeah, and he's causing so much havoc all of a sudden. All of a sudden, yeah, he's causing so much problems, Xerxes. Also, now that we're winning, the game has changed, guys. It's important to understand this, that Crystal Palace now have to come out. So we're now no longer playing against a low block. We're no longer playing against a team that's sitting back. Crystal Palace now have to come at us, and therefore they're leaving gaps. The game is a different game, and we just need to understand what we're watching and know how to analyze that as well. Because it means we're just better. We have more knowledge of the game. We understand the game better. The game happens in phases, and you have to manage each phase of the game really, really well. And I feel like United generally have managed the phases of this game decently. Decently. Like I said, now that we're winning, Crystal Palace can't just sit in their low block anymore. They now have to attack, which is creating more space for us, more space for Xerxes. Now it's Xerxes that's dropping into that hole and just causing havoc. The first half, don't forget, it was Mateta that was having that space. It was Mateta because why? Crystal Palace were the team that were on the counter. Now that we look at Xerxes there with the ball again, just dropping deep. They can't handle it. They can't handle that. Well done. Look at this, guys. Martinez is coming on for Luke Shaw. Look at this, people. Listen, say what you want, feel what you want. I have my opinions on Martinez, whether I feel like he is going to be here long term, whether the left centre back role is right for him, whether he has a physical stature, all of these things, but just on a human level, bro. Just being human for 1 second, just it's good to see he's back, bro. Nobody wants to be injured all the time. Of course you don't. And do you know what? He's been injured before and he's come back. Been injured and he's come back. So we just hope. There's nothing else we have. We just hope that he can be injury free, bro. What's happening here? Referee, bro. Why you blowing your whistle? Please, Lisandro Martinez. The last time you came on for anybody, the last time you played, last time you got subbed on, we lost the game after you subbed on because you started making errors and you went up to the speed of the game. So I just hope that you lock in, Lisandro. Please, bro. Just lock in right now. Oh, look at Xerxes, bro. I don't want people to talk about Xerxes again, bro. This guy's he's having fun now. And this is the Xerxes that I remember. Yeah. And this is his only second match, which means he's gonna get better. Yeah. He's gonna get much, much better than this. Just play the lad. Just play him, you fucking idiots. Yeah, man. Ivan, welcome back, Lissandro. Let's see what we can do now. Oh, wow. Was that outside of the right foot? Dallo, man. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Dallo irritates me sometimes, right? Because it's like, I don't feel like Dallo does much in terms of end product, yeah. And it's always smiling and acting like he's doing some stuff. Mbimo. 84 minutes, guys. Only 5 minutes left. Looks like we're gonna win this game. Come on, United. So where are we gonna be? Because Tottenham. Wait, Tottenham. Tottenham lost yesterday. Liverpool are playing West Ham at 2 o'clock. Chelsea playing Arsenal. Chelsea playing Arsenal. Obviously, Man City won. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. Where are we gonna be after we win this game? Yeah, we'll take that. Goal kick to Man United. Take our time. 5 minutes to go. Listen, listen. The stat has been broken. I did my analysis. There's a video up on my page that speaks about second half performances, that speaks about the fact that we've never won a second half of a match. All the goals that we score usually come in the first half of games. And we usually draw or lose the second half of games. Not today, as it seems. As it seems, 5 minutes ago, guys, we have won the second half 2-0. We've come out. Zexi, what a goal. Great goal to start the goals. And then, of course, Mason Mount's right-footed shot into the bottom corner as well. Two good goals. But once again, two goals from nowhere. It's not like the Mason Mount goal, we were, it's a team goal and we crossed the ball in or anything like that. Two goals, technically, almost from set pieces, right? So we'll take it. We'll take it. But we also need to understand this, because what's going to happen is that we're going to win this game and we're going to remove all the context from the victory. Don't remove the context from the victory if we win this game. Still got 3 minutes to go. Because if you remove the context from the victory, when we lose the next game, you're gonna be like, how did we lose? We lost the next game because how we play. How we play is important. 3 minutes to go. Free kick to Crystal Palace. Clear it. Yes, well done. Oh, one of you. Clearance from Casemiro. Oh, offside. We'll take that. Good, good. Oliver Glasner. All this talk about Oliver Glasner's sister. Listen, the Ollie sexuals, or not the Ollie, the Amorim sexuals now. I'll call them Amorim. They're gonna be like, oh my lord, what are you gonna say now about Glasner's system against Amorim? Amorim outdid Glasner. Oh my god. Listen, that's gonna be the narrative, right? Amorim outdid Glasner. Is Amorim the king of the 3-4-2-1? Is Amorim king of the 5-2-2-1? Whatever formation you want to do. Is Amorim the king of the 3-4-2-1 system? Has he made Glasner his little bitch? Is Amorim Glasner's daddy? Is he Glasner's daddy? That's the narrative, right? I think that's going to be the narrative online. United came and showed Crystal Palace how to play and showed Glasner. This Glasner that everybody wants. Everybody wants Glasner, but look, Amorim schooled Glasner, so Glasner's rubbish. I can all see the narratives. Come on, man, it's predictable. Human beings' brains, they're predictable, bro. All the Look at Bruno. That's a foul. All the talk about the wing backs and Glasner and all these things, and he's getting beaten by Ruby. He's getting well beaten by Ruby Amorim. Ruby Amorim. But I'll still take Glasner over Ruby Amorim. Because you know the ones where, based on the players that we have, we should be beating Crystal Palace. The only reason why we all thought Palace would beat us is because of the manager that we have, not because of the players that we have. Oh my lord, bro, what is this? The reason why I thought Crystal Palace would beat us is not because I feel like we have worse players than Crystal Palace. No, we have better players than them. It's because of the manager that we have. So we're doing to Crystal Palace what we should be doing. Look at Bruno. Bruno miss kicking the ball, flipping it. Oh, we're making more subs. We got Kobe Mainu and Dorgu on the pitch coming on for 4 minutes. Can you imagine, bro, if you're Kobe Mainu, World Cup final, one of the top 5 best young players in the world, up there with Yamin Lamau and Esther. He's up there with one of the golden boys of football. That he's that highly ranked. To go from that to now getting 4 minutes at the end of games. The manager takes a piss, bro. Look at Kobe's face. Kobe's a man. And this is the issue, yeah, that I have. All these Andersons, yeah, and all these Adam Mortons, yeah, that are playing football, playing 90 minutes and 90 minutes and 90 minutes, getting all of that development, right? While we have the same caliber of footballer, some can even argue, oh my lord, some can even argue better caliber of footballer, and he's getting no minutes and zero development. And then what we're gonna do is spend £100 million on a Kobe Mainu type player from another club who's had the development that Kobe Mainu should have had. That's what happened. I always listen, we don't know. He's 19, 20 years old. We don't know what he can become yet. We need to play him and develop him. And look at these guys giving Bruno Fernandes the player of the match. I mean, he hasn't been terrible today, but he's definitely not the player of the match. It's every time, yeah, somebody gives Bruno the player of the match, I just ignore it. It's so lazy. It's once you've got a narrative that this player is the best player, or once a narrative is there, it means that every game you can just be like, oh, Bruno's the man of the match. Why? Because I think he was the best player. He wasn't the best player on the pitch today. He wasn't. Factually was not. It's just so lazy to give Bruno the man of the match. Like the assist for Xerxes' goal was not the goal was the most important, bro. It was Xerxes' goal, and then Xerxes' general play in the second half that's changed the game. Him Xerxes dropping into that hole, yeah, has changed the whole game. I'm not even saying Xerxes should be the man of the match. I'm just saying it wasn't Bruno. I think Casemiro's had a better game than Bruno. It's just lazy. These guys, Bruno man in the match. And Bumo getting a bit greedy. Someone needs to have a chat with this guy for the next game. Yeah, I mean, our players go through these phases. I've seen it both Mbumo and Ahmad have their greedy phases. And I feel like they're both trying to justify, and Mbumo needs to justify him playing in the 10. And Ahmad is trying to show that he should be playing in the 10. I feel like once his team starts trusting each other a bit more as well. Just trust each other, man. Look at this cat. Uh-oh. Cass, be careful. 100%, bro. If we win, it's based on vibes FC. Yeah, I mean, once again, Ivan, none of the goals that we scored today can be replicated into another game. Second goal was a little free kick, a pass sideways to Mason Mount and a shot. And the first goal was obviously Zerk. You can't replicate. Those aren't team goals. That's the issue with the goals that we score. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think we're gonna concede here. I think we're gonna concede here, people. I hope not. This is literally the last kick of the game. I hope this goes into row Z. Amorim invented football, bro. That's what they feel. These little kinky. I keep telling you, Ivan. These kinky managers, these new young managers under the age of 35, who are doing all these little quirky, kinky things, bro. It's nothing. None of it's new. You think flipping Louvain? Oh, here we go, guys. Nice, well done, well done. You think Lou Van Gaal and Johan Cruyff weren't playing kinky football? You think Enrique and Pep hasn't played every system under the sun, bro? These guys aren't inventing nothing, bro. But final whistle. Well done. Bro, sometimes you gotta be happy, bro. Car in the stream, first half, hella negative. The build up to the game, hella negative. The vibes, hella negative. After the Everton defeat, negative. Doom and gloom. The manager out. Everyone's gonna be crucified. Blah blah blah. All of these things. And some of these things are still here. I still don't trust this manager. You cannot be so emotional that from game to game you're just like manager in and manager out. Let's not do that. We have to be able to see something, see what you see the issues, and then make your opinion, make your assessment based on the factors, based on the variables. Yeah. I try to be consistent. Today I went into the game just like a lot of you guys, being pessimistic, being negative, thinking Crystal Palace are going to slap us. But then I looked at some things and I said, Crystal Palace haven't won a game or something along them lines, haven't won a home game after a European game all season. And I thought, okay, that's an interesting stat. So, all right. Then the game started and I thought to myself, Palace aren't really over us. They're not really on top of us like I thought they were going to be. Then I saw what Palace were doing. I said before the game started, okay, what are Palace going to do? They are, as the home team, going to sit back and allow us to have the ball. It's very interesting because what we saw is exactly factually how we... Listen, what we saw in the first half is Man United dominate possession against a low block team and not score. And the stat is the stat. When Man United have most of the ball, we lose. When Man United have less of the ball, we win. So all we've seen today is exactly that. When we had most of the ball, the first half, we lost 1-0. We were hit on the counter-attack, right? But when Crystal Palace started having more of the ball in the second half, when they started feeding themselves, we hit them on the break. We scored the first goal. And once we scored that first goal, by the way, which came out the blue from Xerxes, Palace went for it a little bit more. They opened up a little bit more, and that led us to create more chances. They were no longer in their low block. We scored a second goal, and as soon as we scored a second goal, they abandoned that low block that they had, and they came at us. And the more they attacked, the more possession they had, the better we looked, bro. All we seen today is the Man United that we see in the stats. When we have the ball, first half, we don't look good. When we have less of the ball, second half, we look better. When we play on the transition, when we are the ones in the low block and we counter through Xerxes in the second half, we look better. When we monopolized the ball, when we had 60% possession in the first half, and Xerxes was all the way up there, we didn't look good. Xerxes doesn't want to be there. Xerxes wants to drop deep and link the play. And in the second half, when he started doing that, guys, is when we started to look better. Is when we started looking more fluid. And I've always said, just getting Xerxes and having Cunha and Mbumo either side of Xerxes, I think it still can work, people. I honestly think it can work if you give it a try. And it's very, very interesting that what's the fan base going to be like now? Now that Xerxes has scored, and he's taken less time to score, by the way. Sesko took about 3 or 4 games to score. This is Xerxes' second start, and he's already scored. So what's the fan base now going to say about Xerxes? If you are holding 2 people to the same standard, if you are actually holding 2 people to the same standard, Xerxes offered us more than Sesko has. Right now, Xerxes is on my pitch, on my TV, doing an interview. The question that she's asking him is funny. How much have you felt the pressure without a goal? Sorry, guys, I must listen to Xerxes' interview. Look at the narratives that they have. Yeah, the questions he's asking Mason Mount, like, are you excited? How do you feel? And then for Xerxes, he's like, aren't you relieved that you finally scored after 24? I'm like, bro, the problem with the media, yeah, the problem with the media control how you think about players, how the commentator speaks, how the manager speaks, how the news reporter speaks, what the media print, what Twitter says, all of that stuff, the narrative just controls. And I hate that stuff. I block all that stuff out so I can make my own mind up. Big up Orhan in the chat. Game over. Well done, Man United. Orhan is an Arsenal fan. I'm back to being delusional. West Ham and Wolves are effed. Ivan, as soon as you win the game, we're going to beat everyone again, right? That's what football does to you, man. That's what football does to all of us. Listen, as long as we know, yeah, that's all that matters, man. Enjoy yourself, enjoy the win, guys. Enjoy that dopamine, yeah, that you're gonna get. Enjoy the buzz. We will listen. Hopefully, we might be live for Chelsea versus Arsenal later on. That's all the way at 4:30. So we might be live for that match later on. But at least we can relax now. We can have a good weekend knowing that we won the game. You know, we're not overly biased here on this channel. Like I said, I'm going to give the manager some credit today. I'm going to give him some credit today. Today, I like the fact that he put Ahmad back, even though it is contentious whether Ahmad should be played further forward, whether he should play the wing back, all these things. But we need attacking wing backs, and we don't have any. So Ahmad looks like he's going to have to play at wing back, because we don't have attacking wing backs, and he was good there. He was good there. I think he was better today, Ahmad, than Brandon Bimo was, but neither of them were great today, to be fair. But I feel like playing Mason Mount and bringing Ahmad back to wing back, I think were good decisions from the manager. So I'm gonna give him credit for doing that, because he could have gone defensive. He could have played Ahmad further forward and put Mazraoui and Dalot. He could have gone defensive and put defenders at wingback like he's often done. But today he went, no, I'm going to put Ahmad as wingback. So I like that. For me, that's the bare minimum. But I have to give him credit. I like that. And if you're going to give the manager credit, for the first time, we won a second half. We won the second half of a game. So, like I said, on this channel, it's not an Amorim out channel. I am Amorim out. It doesn't mean you have to be. We don't follow chosen wisdom. You have your own mind, yeah, to make up. So, and I'm not fully Amorim out. I am 60%, which is a lot, which means he has to do a lot to convince me otherwise. But for me, it's a spectrum. And the reason why it's a spectrum is because he's still here. He's done worse. He's the worst manager we've ever had in our history. And he's still here. So, what can I do? I'm not going to get rid of him. He's here. And I know all it takes for this guy to be successful at this club is for him to just adapt and adopt some other tactics. Adapt what he's doing. Adopt some other strategies. And I think he'll be fine. But he's just so stubborn. Today, though, the manager did all right. Today, the manager did okay. So you can't put it on the manager today. So today, the players, especially in the second half, they came up trumps, rode the wave, defended much better. The first half, we didn't defend that well. Second half, we defended better. Xerxes dropping into that little gap, into that hole in the second half where he could actually play his game now. The first half, he couldn't play his game. Second half, when he started playing his game, he linked up with everybody. He made everyone look so much better. He went over onto the left and linked up. Went over onto the right and linked up. We saw Xerxes in the second half. After he scored his goal and he's got his confidence, we saw the baller. And there's more to come from him. There's more to come from him. I've always said to myself, what would it be like? What would Man United be like if Joshua Xerxes had a run of 5 games? We'll never see it. And he'll never ever get a run of 5 games. Sesko has already had a run of 5 games and he's just got here. He's just got here and Sesko's already played 5 games in a row. We have never seen Joshua Xerxes play multiple games in a row. Ever at this football club. We've not seen him relax into the team, gel into the team. I hope we can see that. And I reckon if we do continue to see it, some of you guys will be reminded of how good he was for us last year. So some of you guys have really, really short memories and you allow the manager to influence you too much. So that's why some of you guys were trying to tell me you wanted Ahmad to leave. Because you've allowed the manager to influence you too much and you've forgotten how decent some of these players were last season. So all I'm hoping for, as long as, Sesko's injured, is more of that second half performance, Xerxes. If you want people off your back, like TK, if you want to convince anybody that you belong at this club, including the media that are against you still, more of that second half of Xerxes. The first half Xerxes, we don't want that. Throw that in the bin. The second half Xerxes, that's what we want. That's what we want. Ahmad, here or there today. Here or there. Ran his socks off though. He ran his socks off. That wing-back role isn't an easy role. But some of his delivery, Ahmad, wasn't that great. Including Brandon Bumo. Some of Brandon Bumo's deliveries weren't that great. That right-hand side today wasn't as good as it usually is. It wasn't as... In fact, the left-hand side, even though I don't really like Dallo, and Mount ghosted for about... The whole first half, I didn't even notice Mount. But I felt like we were okay on the left-hand side in some respects. The defense, Leniero had an iffy game today. De Ligt was sliding. In the first half, De Ligt let Mateta run off him twice. He was sliding all over the gaff. I think, all in all though, guys, I think like we deserve the win. I feel like, big up TK in the chat. Cat Pillow delivered. All in all, I feel like we deserve the win. Big up the chat. Big up the chat. TK, what are you saying, man? It wasn't 4-0 as you expected, my guy. What was your assessment of the game? But I don't want us to go away from this game thinking that we've turned a corner, thinking that we were amazing. Because we have to look at the 2 goals that we scored, and it was just 2 goals out of nowhere. It wasn't as if we cut Crystal Palace open. There weren't team goals. It was just 2 goals out of nowhere. 2 goals from set pieces. So we must understand that we've scored 2 goals that way. We must understand that. But be happy that we won, but understand how we've scored. You know? Ivan said we broke the Anfield and Selhurst Park curse, boys. Maybe Amorim is on the same level as Zidane and I'm the blind one, says Ivan. No, Ivan. I don't think so at all. It's so weird that they're still even now saying Zaxi should have been off. Like when people at Shivam and whatnot say, take Zaxi off, I'm like, play who up front? Who are you playing up front if not Zaxi? I want to know. Who are you playing up front if not Zaxi? And Bumo. Like you guys, bro. I'm listening to these commentators now on my TV, bro. These Joe Coles and shit, and I'm like, shut up, man. Shut your mouths. Shut your mouths. In fact, let me take it off. Turn it. These guys, yeah. The reason I'm angry, I got to turn it off, yeah, because these guys saw Zaxi score the first goal, yeah. Rather than praising him, they're still criticizing him. He scored the first goal and he was a catalyst for us winning the game. And they're gonna spend 5 minutes still criticizing him and saying he needs to do this. I'm like, bro, just praise him for what he did and say how good he was in the second half and let's give him some props, bro. It's just so boring. This anti-Zaxi thing that some of you guys in a chat have as well. It's so tiring, bro. It's so boring. It's so obvious and tiring. I don't understand how people can't see it. You know when something's so obvious and obviously a massive agenda. It's so clear to me. It's crazy and it pisses me off, bro. You can tell it, guys. You can tell it pisses me off. It vexes me. Who T Kissel? I'm not gonna lie, TK. um, TK, you don't need to watch the whole game. TK, just watch the highlights. Looking back at the game, I'm like, if I've missed this game, would I go back to watch this game? No, I wouldn't. TK, no, I wouldn't. Like, it was an interesting game to watch at the time, but it wasn't a game where I'm gonna like, I don't know, TK. Do you? But I'm just saying, don't expect. It wasn't an amazing game to watch, TK. Who was man of the match on the pitch? I would give it to Cass. I understand why they gave it to. I understand why they gave it to Bruno because they're just lazy. But I was giving it to Cass. Cass was controlled in the midfield, very secure with the ball, always provided an option. I don't think Casemiro had a bad game. Probably should have scored in the first few minutes though, Casemiro. But I feel like I would have given it to Cass. Reason why I haven't given it to Xerxes is because I don't think Xerxes had a great first half. No one really had a great first half. Second half, Xerxes came to life. Bruno had a better second half. Bruno got the 2 assists. But in terms of a whole 90-minute performance, first half and second half, I'll probably just give it to Cass. He was just he didn't do much wrong. He was just stable. I'd give it to Cass personally. Just about. I don't think Ahmad did enough. I don't think Brandon Bumo did enough to be man of the match. I don't think Mason Mount did enough either. No. Lenny Rowe conceded a penalty, so you wouldn't give it to Lenny. And I think De Ligt allowed Mateta to get away from him a bit too many times in the first half. Second half, De Ligt was better. Luke Shaw, in fact, had a decent game, you know. I can't remember Luke Shaw putting too much wrong. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know about watching the whole game though, TK. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Um, Ivan said this is good. Let Xerxes play, get a couple more goals, and make Benji up and bro, and make Benji up his game for that position. This is what we need. Ivan, I don't understand yet why we haven't played Xerxes more. Like you know when someone's new to the league, Sesko, brand new to the league. I thought, yeah, given the fact that he's new to the league, he needs to be bedded in. All these things, I thought the manager would be using Xerxes more and being like, okay, cool, this is game for Xerxes, giving Xerxes 60 minutes and then giving Sesko 40. And then giving Sesko 60 minutes and then giving Xerxes 40. It's not 100 minutes, it's 90. But you get my point. I thought he'd be doing that more, but he isn't. It's just Sesko, or Cunha. Sesko, or Cunha. And I'm like, bro, take Sesko out, yeah, because it's a new league. The pace of the league, all these things, the strength that's needed, take him out for some games, give Sesko a little, and now he's injured. So I thought the manager would be using Xerxes a lot more, especially all the messages we get from the club. We're not selling Xerxes. We're not selling Xerxes. Xerxes needed. He's special. He's special. All that noise coming out from the club, right? So I think I want there to be competition for places. I want it to be on merit, Ivan. I want it to be cool. Xerxes had a good game. Start him again and keep starting him until he plays rubbish. I want it to be that way, but I don't need it to be Xerxes had a good game, but as soon as Sesko's back, let's take him out. No, no, they're both young strikers. One's 23, the other's 22. Yeah, they're both young strikers still learning the game. Like, we need a squad of players. That's why when I hear people say sell Xerxes, I'm like, bro, do you not understand we need a squad? Do you not understand? I don't understand why people hate squads. I don't understand why can't we have a number 9 here that drops deep, a false 9 like Xerxes, and then an out and out striker? Why can't we have two that play the game differently and have options? What is wrong with that? It's crazy to think that, no, I don't want those options. I don't want two types of strikers. I want two strikers that are the same, that both run in behind, that both stretched. No, how about we got one that does that and one that doesn't do that, which means we can play different ways. How about that? How about we cover all bases? How about we do that? How about we do that? Why not? Why not, guys? Wharton pulled a Baleba and let his future. Wharton in the first half. Wharton was good. In the first half, Wharton was decent. Second half, yeah, we upped the screw and Wharton looked average. That's why I said TK, yeah. These Adam Whartons, yeah, T Kizzle, these Beliebers, these Andersons, I'm not gonna lie, they're not £100 million worth of footballer. None of them are. None of these guys here are that much better than the Bruno. Think about it. Bruno's playing the World Cup for fucking Portugal, and so is Casemiro. These two are two of the best midfielders in the world, apparently. Casemiro would walk into still most teams, not based on his pace, but based on his ability, he will. And Bruno, listen, I don't like Bruno in the double pivot. I don't think he's good there. But a lot of people would regard him as one of the best midfielders around. So the fact that we're going to get the Balebas and Andersons, I keep asking the question, are these guys, yeah, that we're facing? Because we faced Brighton, we've seen Baleba. We've faced Forest, we've seen Anderson. We've faced Crystal Palace, we've seen Adam Wharton. Are these players that much better than the ones that we have, right? Are they that much better than the ones that we have for them to improve our team by 20, 30%? I don't know. Based on the way that we play, we don't play through the midfield. I don't know. They will make us better, but how much better? Only time will tell. We won't know. Are Wharton and Baleba decreasing their price for United on purpose? That's funny. Imagine, Ivan. That would be funny. Everyone got their little brown envelope. Give your little brown envelope to. I think Baleba is. Baleba, you struggle to convince me that Baleba's not doing that, Ivan. Adam Wharton, I don't know. But either way, guys, one thing I've learned is that they're not £100 million player. They're about all those players that we mentioned. They're £60 million off a footballer. They are. They are, and that's all I'm saying. Ivan said, I'm actually really surprised that Luke Shaw's health bar hasn't finished yet. Luke Shaw didn't have a bad game today, you know. I'm good to see. Wow, it's at Liverpool's goalkeeper Alisson injured. All right, so we're gonna watch. I'm gonna watch the. I'll probably watch Liverpool against West Ham. What games are you guys watching? What 2 o'clock games are you guys watching? Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch. Oh, Brighton should have scored. I'm probably gonna watch Liverpool West Ham. Did I watch? I might go live when I watch Chelsea Arsenal later on, guys. Have a little chill. So yeah. All right. Big up TK. Big up the chat. Big up everybody. I'll probably maybe be back later on, like I said, to watch the Chelsea Arsenal game. Decent game. Decent game for Man United. Much needed win after that Everton failure, after that dreadful Everton performance. Good goal from Xerxes. The agenda against Xerxes is sickening. It frustrates me, but it is what it is. Good goal from Mason Mount as well. Two decent assists from Bruno Fernandes. Overall, decent. For the first time this season, we actually won the second half of a match. So big up the chat as usual. TK, Ivan, Turkish, everyone else who jumped in. Fimiens, my guy, my cousin. Yeah, man, big up everybody, and I'll see you guys either later on this afternoon or tomorrow for our Monday evening show. Big up yourselves, people.